Have you ever felt that your life is too noisy to hear your own thoughts? Have you ever wondered why, despite all your efforts to appear in control, things still feel chaotic inside? Carl Jung, one of the most influential thinkers in modern psychology, believed that true order comes not from how others see you, but from how deeply you align with your inner world. This video will explore 10 profound psychological links based on Jungian theory that can help you organize your life silently and meaningfully. Before we begin, subscribe to the Mental Dose channel and join our Telegram community for early access to upcoming content and deep insights on personal growth. Now, let's start. 1. Individuation. 1. Organizing your life is a path of individuation. Organizing your life isn't about appearances or impressing others. It's an inward journey of aligning your conscious and unconscious mind. A core concept in Carl Jung's theory known as individuation. Jung defined individuation as the process by which a person becomes their true self, integrating hidden, repressed or underdeveloped aspects of the psyche. In practical terms, this means facing your fears, contradictions, and unresolved emotions, not to display them, but to understand and unify them. When you begin to live from this integrated space, your external life naturally becomes more ordered and focused. 2. Outer chaos. 2. Inner chaos. Outer chaos reflects inner disorder. Jung believed that what we avoid inside ourselves essentially appears outside as fate. When our inner world is disjointed, the effects are tangible. Cluttered routings, unstable relationships, chronic procrastination, or decision fatigue. These are not random. They are symptoms of a fragmented psyche. The unconscious parts of us that we ignore, our shadow, as Jung called it, don't vanish. They erupt in our behaviors, thoughts, and emotional states. Organizing your life, therefore, requires more than setting goals or routines. It requires an honest confrontation with your internal desire and a commitment to transform it. 3. Start your day with presence. 3. Start with presence and not pressure. To Jung, the self, the center of your psychological being, doesn't shout for your attention. It whispers. You hear it only in silence. Starting your day with presence is a practical way to connect with this self, whether it's 10 minutes of quiet reflection, deep breathing, or journaling. These practices create a psychological container. They bring clarity before the noise of the day takes over. Presence isn't productivity, it's alignment. As Jung emphasized, transformation begins not with reaction, but with conscious response. Begin your day from your center, not your chaos. 4. Cut distractions. 4. Reducing distractions restores connection with the unconscious. Our hyper-stimulated world keeps you as constantly engaged but rarely inwardly connected. Jung warned that the unconscious needs space to speak, and that constant distraction severs us from this inner dialogue. By minimizing digital noise and unnecessary busyness, we protect the mind's capacity to reflect. This doesn't mean withdrawing from life, but rather reclaiming authority over your attention. Silence isn't emptiness. It's the stage where your deepest intuitions emerge. Your clarity is born not from adding more, but from making space for what matters. 5. Shadow behind the excess. 5. The superficial often masks the shadow. Taught that much of what we consider needs are actually expressions of the shadow. Excess consumption, compulsive avidity, or an overbooked schedule might not reflect ambition due to avoidance. We often accumulate what wouldn't need to fill internal voids we haven't acknowledged. Decluttering in this sense is psychological work. It isn't about minimalism for aesthetic value, but about recognizing what is truly essential. When you remove what doesn't serve you, you reclaim psychic energy that was trapped in maintaining illusions. 6. Healthy boundaries. 6. Boundaries are a sign of a mature ego. Contrary to popular belief, Jung did not demonize the ego. He saw it as necessary for navigating the world, provided it is balanced and integrated. Healthy boundaries are a sign that the ego has matured and become aligned with the self. When you say no with integrity, you affirm your values and protect your psychological space. Boundaries are not rejections of others, but affirmations of the self. A strong ego doesn't seek control. It seeks coherence between your inner truth and external actions. 7. Integrate the shadow. 7. True peace comes from integrating shadow. Peace isn't the absence of conflict, but the presence of inner unity. Jung's concept of the shadow includes all aspects of ourselves that we reject or deny. When we suppress these elements, they distort our lives, but when we confront and integrate them, we become whole. This process is not comfortable, but it is necessary. Shadow integration leads to a deeper form of peace, one rooted in authenticity rather than perfection. Real tranquility comes when we stop hiding from ourselves. Before we continue, if this video is resonating with you, consider sharing it with someone who might benefit from it. And if you'd like to support thoughtful content like this, click the thanks button below. Your support makes a difference. Now let's return to our exploration. 8. Master your attention. 8. Directing attention is reclaiming inner authority. To Jung, attention isn't just a cognitive function, it is a spiritual tool. Where your attention goes, your psyche follows. If you allow your attention to be hijacked by distractions, you surrender control of your inner world. Intentional focus is how the conscious mind shapes what becomes part of your unconscious. To organize your life, you must organize your attention. Filter what enters your mind. Be deliberate about the content you engage with, the people you interact with, and the thoughts you cultivate. Your attention is sacred. Treat it as such. 9. Purpose comes from listening. 9. Follow the self, not ego. To the self, not the ego. Many people confuse purpose with achievement. But for purpose isn't something you invent. It's something you uncover by listening to the self. This voice isn't loud. It doesn't chase success or approval. It nudges you toward meaning. You begin to sense purpose, not when you chase it, but when you create space for it to emerge. Purpose aligns your external actions with your inner truth. When you live from this space, your life becomes coherent, not performative. Your actions stop being reactive and start becoming intentional. 10. Daily alchemy. 10. Real transformation is the alchemy of the everyday. Jung often used the metaphor of alchemy to describe psychological transformation. Change doesn't occur in moments of grandeur, but in the repeated choice toked with awareness. The transformation of the psyche is not a single event. It is a process crafted moment by moment. Your daily rituals, thoughts, and choices are the alchemical fire. When done in silence with presence and integrity, they purify your life of what is false and draw out what is real. This is where authentic change happens. Not in the spotlight, but in the quiet dedication to becoming whole, organizing your life in silence is not a technique, it is a way of being. A disciplined, conscious, and courageous path that aligns your external reality with your internal truth. Jung reminds us that real transformation does begin with the world around you, but with the world within. So ask yourself now, what small silent step can you take today to bring order to your inner world? Comment below and share your intention. What practice or habit will you commit to starting today to support your transformation? If you found value in this video, subscribe to Mental Dose and turn on notifications so you never miss future content. Let's walk this journey of inner clarity and authentic living together.